morning, good evening, or good night. My name is Gustavo Acuña, and today I continue with my video number 7 on the most important currencies in the world. But before that, remember, this is the best channel when you can find the most important news about the currencies in the world. I'm going to start today explain you my first news that is between the euro and Great Britain pound. The date of the news is September 28th, and the title is the next. Pound set for longest run of losses since 1984 on Brexit was. Well, the sterling is the worst performing among a group of 10 currencies. But this is after the exit of the European Union. At the beginning, the Great Britain pound showed a very good behavior, but in the more recent months have been so unstable. Pound remains as very vulnerable given the scale of work that needs to be done to take the United Kingdom from its now, but also it's so vulnerable to the abrupt changes in the market. And finally, after cutting the interest rate for the first time in more than 7 years, any important economist of England think that it's very possible that happen again a new reduction of the interest rate.
This graphic that you are looking right now tries to explain the behavior between the two currencies. In this case, first I decide both expensive, and after I decide buy cheaper. I did a short transaction.
Hi, I continue with my second news for today, that is between the United States dollar and Canadian dollar. The date of the news is September 29, and the title is the next. Canada debt weakness from near 1 week hike buoyed by OPEC deal. Well, the Canadian dollar fell back from nearly 1 week against the USA counterpart, but this was due to the presumed deal between the major oil producers in the world. The slip of the Canadian dollar followed in 0.7% after that the OPEC, that is the organization that I mentioned, established or better agreed a limit or stop of crude output at its policy meeting in November. And finally, on Tuesday, the Canadian dollar hit the weakest in more than 6 months. But this was the reaction for the pressure by the recent disappointment in the domestic and economic information data.
And this is the other graphic that also explains the behavior, but in this case first I decide bought cheaper, and after I decide sold expensive. I did a long transaction.
Well, my friend, this is all the news for today. I really hope you that this video liked you. I want to see you in the next week with more videos here, and it's the best channel of the currencies. Bye.